Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christian. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, good day. Wherever you are, whenever you're seeing this, I hope you are good. So guys, today we're going to do a reading, and if you saw this video, then this message is for you. So let's go ahead and get right into it. We got a lot of cards, y'all. I wanted to get a thick-ish stack of cards so we can really get into some things. So let's go ahead and get into it. I hope you guys are feeling good. We are almost about to get into February. Yes, yes, yes. I hope you guys have been feeling great. Of course, as always, let me get these cards together. We're not going to go in any particular order. You guys know when we're doing the oracle cards, we're just kind of all over the place. So let's go ahead and get into this message. I really just wanted to see what the collective needed. So anyone that sees this message is for you. Let's go ahead and get into it. If you guys want to book private sessions with me, get your self-led tarot course, a releasing session, a mentorship, content packages, all of that and then some, check down below in the description box. And guys, I'm going to be launching a podcast with my BFF called the Exactly Pod. Okay, if you follow me on Instagram, then you've been seeing some tea about it here and there. So make sure you guys follow the Exactly Pod. If you guys want to get to the tea, we're going to have a YouTube channel too, so you guys will be able to see videos of us getting into it. Okay, my BFF is an Aries. She's a cat mom as well. I'm excited for you guys to get introduced to her. So yes, we're going to be getting into some new things for the new year. I'm going to have everything down below for you guys to follow me. I'm going to have her information as well if you guys want to follow her. If you're interested in home decor, she will be a great page to follow because she does, home decor and things like that. And there's going to be more to come about the podcast. But for right now, check it out on Instagram. Make sure you follow it and be on the lookout. But yes, let's go ahead and get into this message, guys. Alrighty, so we have yin and yang. We have community. We have hostilities. And we also have angel of strength. Angel of strength. So we're coming in a little hot, okay? So when we're having frustration, when we're having problems within our friend groups, hostilities and community, if you're having problems within your friend groups, you're going to want to just know when you need to move forward and when you need to not do anything. And also the angel of strength. I feel like we need to kind of redefine what strength looks like for us when we're in moments of hostility, because there are moments when we kind of have to walk away, and that might not feel like strength. It might not feel like strength to walk away from, a confrontation, or to maybe leave a situation before somebody, gets what's coming to them. Like if we are waiting around to see if somebody's going to get karma, or if we just, if we feel like we've been done wrong and we know that somebody should apologize, we know somebody should be trying to do right. And sometimes that is the truth. Sometimes you are right and people are wrong and people need to ask for your forgiveness. That is the truth, but that's not always what happens. So I feel like something we're going to have to recognize is what to do when we know we're not going to get the apology we want. What to do when we know we're not going to get the resolution we want. Even when we have to back down on our job to keep our job. Even when we have to, just bite the bullet in any space of our lives. How can we not see that as a weakness? I feel like some of us are having to be strong in a sense of accept dealing with some stuff that you don't want to deal with. And you're having to humble yourself and bite the bullet. But you don't like doing that. It makes you feel weak. It makes you feel like, you just can't stand that, and I'm that type of person. I don't like that either. But we have to recognize the strength in sticking to our course because we know it's a part of the plan. It's not always about us being comfortable. Sometimes there's things that we have to deal with and we have to accept and we have to just tolerate. But we know at the end, we're going to be sitting very, very pretty. We're going to be very, very comfortable. We're going to have everything we could have wanted and then some. So, I think that we're being called to look at our strength differently, because once upon a time, we thought that we were strong because we're going to get the business clear and we're going to get whatever we want. If we're used to holding on to things and just doing whatever we can to make sure that we're able to get what we feel like we deserve in a situation, I feel like we're going to be realizing how much energy we waste doing that and how that really has nothing to do with us. And we're going to be knowing what it really means like to fully move on, like what it really means to really be done with something, to really let go of a grudge. So yeah, I feel like there's definitely going to be some things that we're having to release right now. We have success. We have there's something better. There's something better. We also have ask for help from others and in the near future. Ask for help from others and in the near future. So, be open to, connecting with people. We have this energy here of hostility and community. So, I feel like anytime I have messages where it's talking about like leaving people alone and cutting people off. There's also messages about trying to find support, because the answer is to never isolate and be like, people can't do anything for me, community can't do anything for me. It's really just about finding spaces that serve you and spaces that can give you what you need, because that is available for you. It's just about finding those spaces and being able to get connected. But there's something better in the near future, and ask for help from others. So I feel like, this isn't going to last forever. I definitely think you guys are going to be able to meet some really great people, build some great connections, and just learn from a lot of the uncomfortable spaces that you've had to be in. You're going to learn from it and you're going to feel good about it. And there's something better. So don't feel bad about having to wash your hands with certain situations and move on. Don't feel like you walking away means you're missing out on a certain type of friendship or connection. It doesn't. You'll be able to find something that's going to even serve you better, because do you really even want a connection where you can't go through the ups and downs and still be okay? Like, hello, what's the point of wanting a connection if you can't even get to the other side? You have to be willing and able to get to the other side in these spaces. And if you have to choose to walk away because you can't make it through an issue or a conflict or an obstacle with somebody, then that may mean walking away for good. Because if we can't, get a resolution there's a chance that somebody isn't trying to budge, that they're being stubborn, or that we're in a space where we don't want to budge and where we're being stubborn. And sometimes we do have to have a draw and where compromise can't be met, and we just have to go our separate ways. That is true, but that shouldn't always be happening, and it shouldn't be something that comes from a place of anger or disgust or frustration, or now I resent you because you didn't do what I wanted you to do, or I can tell you resent me. So I think that we're kind of learning what it's supposed to look like when we are at a space where we have to agree to disagree. There's a reason why that's a saying. Sometimes you have to agree to not be on the same page with somebody. And I think that we're learning that. I feel like the community and the people that we were around were just very, very similar to us. So maybe we felt like we were just going to be linked up with them forever. But I feel like we're recognizing that there's more for us in community and in connection. Even, like I said, job, anywhere, where you feel like, oh, this is where I'm supposed to be. I think you're realizing, oh, it's more than this. Your connections need to be a little bit deeper. Let's get into it. We have something important, such as a new job or a raise. Something important, such as a new job or a raise. We have Cain, pay attention to your health. Pay attention to your health. So for some of us, the spaces that you're in these relationships and these connections could definitely be affecting you health-wise. If you're in a position where you're depressed, where you're dealing with anxiety, where you wake up, feeling down every day, where you don't want to go outside, where you're not eating well, you're not sleeping well because of what you're having to deal with in relationships, in a job, in family, you want to be tending to that. And this could be a sign that we're letting certain things affect us too deeply, and of course, anxiety is anxiety. Depression is depression. I don't think people can come in your life and give you certain things unless it's PTSD related. Then people absolutely can't do that. So what I'm saying is, sometimes certain things are going to be there no matter what, but you don't want people in your life who are triggers consistently for those things. And I feel like you're going to have to realize who is a trigger and what spaces are triggers for you, and make sure that you're doing something about that. We have September. So this could be Virgo. What's September? Virgo, Libra. Yeah, Virgo, Libra energy for September. Or this could be something happening in September. This person that we're cutting off may be a Virgo or a Libra. Their birthday may be in September. We also have Axe, forces working against you. Forces working against you. That's why sometimes we have to walk away. It doesn't always benefit us to, to fight. Look at this angel of strength energy up against this force. Sometimes we have to take the high road and just maintain our divinity, and not, I don't want to say waste our energy, because nothing is a waste. We learn from every experience. But, sometimes we put all of our energy into trying to see something through with somebody, when in reality, they were just trying to tear us up. If somebody is coming against you with an axe, they're not playing. So some people are really trying to destroy a friendship on purpose or mess you up on purpose. So we have to realize when this isn't a battle that we want to be fighting, because when somebody is trying to take you out, they either gonna get you or you gonna get them. So sometimes it's better to just remove yourself from that space completely, because you don't want to have to stoop to their level. Basically, you don't want to have to stoop to their level. We also have hammock, taking a vacation physically or mentally. Definitely need a mental vacay. Definitely need a mental vacay. We have broken bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. You can't save everybody. You can't save everybody. We have staff. You will be taken care of in difficult times. And then we have dogs, getting together with friends. Getting together with friends. See, We are not alone. Even though it feels that way, you'll be taken care of in difficult times, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. This bridge is broken. Okay, this is the perfect metaphor for what we're talking about right now. Is it metaphor or analogy? Maybe I just want to say analogy. This is the perfect analogy for what we're trying to talk about right now. Breaking bridges, burning bridges, and dealing with that back and forth regret, like, should I walk away? Should I stay? Sometimes we're on a burning bridge. You know what? Sometimes we're on a burning bridge with somebody and we both burnt to a crisp and our ashes is burnt up and we just 2 piles of ashes still burning until we decide to blow off into the wind. And by the time we blow off into the wind, we're ashes in everybody else's lives when we should have been walked away from a certain situation. You catching my drift? Some of these relationships we walking away from was already burnt. Like we didn't have no business even trying to make it work out. And we're having to realize that, take a vacation mentally, physically. If you need to take a break, if you need to take some days off, if you need to take some time to yourself, do that. Give yourself what you need. We have dogs, getting together with friends. So allow yourself to, connect with others. We also have asked for help from others. So I don't think that we're going to be in a space where we have to cut everybody off. We definitely have some people coming in our lives. And if you do feel like you got to cut everybody off, there's going to be some new people coming in. But this is just about realizing, I feel, how strength can mean walking away and how sometimes that's the best thing that we can do and how we need to feel good about that and not feel like a PUSSY for that. I don't know where y'all from, but I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I'm from the hood, okay? And you feel like a PUSSY, like a BITCH. Walking away from somebody disrespecting you, walking away from something that you know you don't deserve, and you had a right to pimp slap somebody. You feel like it will eat you up inside that you let somebody get away with disrespecting you or treating you a certain way, or you let a friend be close to you and go behind your back. Like, it will really eat you up that you didn't give this person what they had coming to them. You know what I'm saying? Because where I'm from, disrespect is taken very, very seriously. And I just take disrespect very, very seriously because I'm just a woman of my word. I know who I am, so when you take that seriously, when you hold yourself to a certain standard, it is very, very hard to just be like, peace be upon you, and walk away when somebody has disrespected you and violated you and got close to you just to backstab you or try to come up off of making you look stupid. Like, that type of stuff hurts. But we have to recognize and remember that we're in a different space, and when you know better, you do better. And there's certain reasons why we walk away, and that's strength. And they feel like their only power is to attack. Their only power is their weakness, is their insecurity, is the fact that they're wondering how you're able to do what you can do. You know what I'm saying? And it's never about you. I'm not saying that we're so great and people are just jealous of us because we're so great, because we're all messed up, but it's about someone's perception. Someone is bringing these problems to you because you're making them uncomfortable because of what they got going on. And there may be somebody that's making you uncomfortable and you bringing problems to them. Stop it. Recognize why someone is making you uncomfortable. Recognize why someone is triggering you. Why them being happy and them being okay is making you feel some type of way. Where is that coming from? Get into that dialogue and figure out why someone's existence is irking your spirit. What do they represent for you? Where is that coming from? And this reading, of course, is for people that I feel are on the opposite side of the spectrum. But the people that's doing this need to be asking themselves the same question. Like, why am I feeling this way? Why is this person making me act out in this way? Because motherfuckers is acting out. People are acting out. You acting bad. You acting bad like you need a pop on the wrist. That's what people need. People need pops on the wrist. Okay, that's how this behavior is. And that's why we have to exercise this angel of strength energy and just walk away and just pick our battles and know what's going to strengthen us and what's going to just get on our nerves. Because these are the type of people in relationships where it's like, you'll put them through the ringer and they'll still do the same thing. They'll do all of the things, all the hoops to get back into your life, and they'll still disappoint you. So come on, it's only so much that we can take, right? Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Do you need to establish better boundaries? What can you do to make sure you don't even get into these situations in the beginning? How can you protect yourself and protect your energy and be mindful of, who you're connecting with so you don't end up in these spaces instead of just connecting with somebody because of the similarities, the surface level. It's going to be curtains for surface level similarities and, these types of, these little commonalities that we have people because we both like this and we like to watch this. That's not enough. We're going to need deeply rooted, powerful connections that we can really plant on, like connections that are going to be solid and really give us what we need. We have mirror. Who or what is triggering you? Who or what is triggering you? What's going on? How are you being triggered and what do you need to do about it? Council of Light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realm. So this is big. This is big. This is more about you just realizing, like, okay, I understand why these people do this. Like, no, this is about, a spiritual awakening. This is about you feeling differently, you thinking differently, you connecting with people differently, and you really knowing your power and knowing your worth and knowing your space in situations. It'll be a full circle moment. Warrior woman, have you answered your deepest calling? It'll be a full circle moment where you're able to, see yourself fulfill a mission. You're able to see yourself and be like, okay, I understand. I get it. Even if I didn't enjoy it, even if it's aggravating me, even if it broke me, even if it made me question myself, I get it. I can accept, why I had to be in the space that I had to be in, and that's what this is about. Accepting the lessons and moving forward into the next thing, instead of accepting it and letting it keep you up at night and dealing with your ego, because it's our ego that tells you this person ain't about to sleep if I can't sleep. If I'm up at night because I'm stressed about this and I'm aggravated about this, then baby, you about to be up at night as well. And we have to deal with our ego that says, I can't let this rest until I get, I can't let this rest until I get justice or until they feel the pain that they gave to me. But your spirit says they're already in pain. That's why they did that to you in the first place. Clock it. Your spirit says they already feel terrible. They already are suffering. That's why they did that to you in the first place. You waiting for them to suffer, and they've been suffering in your face this entire time. But you didn't realize it until you became a victim of that, So it's really time to look at these things from a different perspective and recognize the gift that it is to remove yourself from a situation like that when you've done what you were supposed to do. Period. All right. Earth pulsing, pulse of the mother, slow down, and time in nature. Slow down. Do not be so quick to anger. Take a break. Ask yourself why you're feeling what you're feeling. Give yourself time to breathe. Give yourself time to process what you're experiencing. And be very intentional in this moment, because you're going to be meeting new people and stepping into new spaces, and you want to do that with the right mindset. We have star bathing, light body, crystal grid transmission, and activation. Activating, getting into alignment with what you're supposed to be feeling and thinking, getting your mind right, getting your energy right. Trust the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. So do not feel like this is something you can't run away from, because, we've been cutting off people since 2020. You know what I'm saying? So don't feel like you always are back at square one, or you feel like you always end up having to do this or do this. Recognize the cycle of life, that it is cyclical until we die, and then it's a cycle again, literally. So, we want to just be mindful of, it's okay that I'm in this space again. I'm better prepared now. I can handle it now. I can recognize what's in front of me instead of taking it personally. That's the biggest gift. When we go through things that would have broke us a couple years ago, when we go through things where we would have immediately quit, we immediately would have been like, you know what? No, like when we stand up for ourselves, when we keep our boundaries together, when we protect ourselves, when we pick and choose who we want to have in our lives, when we say no and mean it, it gives us so much power over where we're going, over where we are right now. And that is what we need. And a lot of times that's what we're missing. So we have to give ourselves that power. We can't sit around and wait for somebody to give us the freedom to get what we want and be what we want and do what we want. We have to give that to ourselves. You have to gift yourself that. Okay, so give yourself the chance. We have broken open. This is a vulnerable space for us. Experience what you're dealing with. Be open about what you're dealing with. Don't take stuff it down. Be open about what's triggering you. See that vulnerability as a strength, that you're able to feel it and read through it. Understand what is translating to you. Don't just feel it to feel it. See what it is bringing up for you. The storyteller. What is your story? Write your story and be intentional about how this ends for you. You get to choose how this ends for you. Okay? You get to choose how this ends for you. You get to choose what this means for you. We have let it go. Let it go, of course, a season of release, let it go. And then we have the uncharted sea. So stepping into uncharted waters and new spaces, this is what we want. You want to step into something that people haven't done before. You want to challenge yourself to something different, so let go of the past and realize how insignificant that shit is. Like, that stuff doesn't even matter compared to what you're about to be facing, what you're about to be up against, and what you're about to be doing, and what you're about to be achieving and growing through and experiencing. That stuff, please, that has nothing on where you're going in the future. And you want to know that and trust that and believe that and have faith in that. We have power and intention. Be very specific about what you want. Be very specific about what you want. You keep using your power on this bullshit, all you're going to get is more bullshit. Use your power on moving forward, on letting go, on building new things, on learning new things, on finding answers, on seeing perspectives. Build those muscles. Don't build the muscle of anger, of rage, of jealousy, of frustration. Don't build that muscle. Put your energy towards the other things, because whatever you build, it's going to keep getting stronger and stronger and stronger. You spend more time angry than happy, it's going to be easier for you to get angry, and you're going to know that emotion more than happiness. So you get to decide what emotion you're going to be more comfortable with in this space. You choose how you want to feel right now. Choose how you want to feel. We have healing energy. We also have the energy of a light grid. So doing some releasing work could be definitely good. Write about what you're letting go. Write a letter to some people. Burn it. Write about what you're letting go. Write about why you have to let it go. Write about why it's a problem for you. Really understand how these things are affecting you so you can deal with it once and for all. We have ease and grace. Ease and grace. So this is going to be a lot easier than we think. It's just about stepping into it. But we're meant for this type of work. We're meant for this type of ebb and flow through life and through lessons. We're meant for this. So trust that you're meant for this and lean into it. And we have intuition and downloads. So trust the signs. And if you need more signs, ask. There's never a shortage of signs for us. And whatever we need for God to give us, we can ask about it. So if you've been asking about certain friendships, or hey, am I supposed to stay at this job? Am I supposed to stay with this person? Am I supposed to move? Am I supposed to do this? We know we spent all last year asking questions and trying to figure out what this year was going to bring for us. So we're in the process of having these things be answered. Our questions are getting answered. A lot of these things are answered prayers. It's just setting us up for the journey to get that prayer answered. We don't know what the journey is going to be. We just know we're going to get it at the end. So be open. I always tell you guys to be open, be strong, pick your battles. Remember where you're putting your energy. Be mindful of the intention that you set out when you put your energy in different spaces. Ask yourself what you're saying to yourself when you put your energy on what you're putting it on. Be very intentional about where you spend your energy and where you spend your time, and trust yourself and trust the process. So yes, I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed this message. Let me know how you felt about it down below in the comment section. If you guys want to book with me, get sessions with me, mentorships, releasing sessions, the self-led tarot course, get into it down below in the description box, and follow the new podcast, Instagram, and I'm going to be sharing the YouTube channel once we get everything set up. I'm going to have all of the links for you guys to take you guys through what we're going to be doing, and I'm definitely going to post the first episode here as well for you guys to get into. But I appreciate y'all. I love y'all as always, and I'll be seeing you guys next time. Bye guys. Bless.